What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology Zone. This is tutorial 39 and in this tutorial I will show you how to use ChromaDB vector store with LlamaIndex. We can rephrase this tutorial in a different way that how to develop or how to build a RAG where our DB will be ChromaDB, or maybe we can call it as um, build RAG with ChromaDB and LlamaIndex, or maybe you can call it uh, ChromaDB as your vector store with LlamaIndex, or how to use ChromaDB with LlamaIndex. Okay, there are multiple ways we can we can call this tutorial, but ultimate objective is we'll be going to develop a vector index. Obviously, you can call it as a RAG, and our DB will be ChromaDB. Okay, so it will be kind of a very small and precise tutorial, but again it is going to be very important because whenever you are going to work for a client, or maybe it is your personal project, or maybe if you are going to build something for your uh, for a client, like which is definitely a enterprise or highly reputed client, or maybe the requirement is to use some sort of open source DB, maybe the first priority will be ChromaDB, right? So that is why this tutorial will be very much important. And next thing, the tutorial reference and everything, I actually took it out from the LlamaIndex. So maybe a couple of days ago, someone was asking me actually how I know all these things, right? So guys, this LlamaIndex is actually a product from a company, LlamaIndex, right? So now if you if you do not read their documentation, then you will not get any knowledge. So basically I keep on reading their documentation and I keep on learning myself. I keep on updating myself. That is why I'm able to create this tutorial. So you guys can also check the same thing, or can follow the same thing, like just go to LlamaIndex document. You can go to the Google, and from there you can find everything there. Okay, so it's better always that you should start developing a habit of reading the documentation, right? So without further ado and wasting much time, let's start the tutorial. So for this tutorial, these are the prerequisites required, but again the recommendation is you should first create a virtual environment, then activate your virtual environment, and after that you can start installing all those prerequisite. Okay, the source code link will be available here. Okay, now I'll be just going to start the tutorial. For doing the tutorial, I'll be going to use a PDF I downloaded. Is actually RxIB. This is basically fake news and doxing detection with expandable AI. Okay, and here, and I'll be just going to use this um, file for our Python code. Okay, before I start writing the code, I like to say a couple of things. Guys, if you're watching this video for the first time, thank you very much. Now one small request from my side. Guys, please try to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share my videos with your family and friend, and also try to hit the bell notification icon so that you should not miss any of our future update. So I'm asking this thing because see guys, um, to develop or to design this tutorial, I took a lot of effort from my side. I find some timing, I create this tutorial, I have to think, right? And also for my personal motivation and for the channel growth, I need your active engagement with the channel. And you guys can only support me by some sort of one mouse click, like, so your one mouse click is actually going to do miracle for me. So guys, please try to subscribe to my channel, share the videos if possible, and try to put some comment as well, so that comment will increase the engagement. Google will try to push the video to the large number of audience, and also for active subscription, YouTube algorithm is actually going to recommend the video to the large number of audience. So please help me guys to grow. I'm also promising that I always come back with nice and quality content. Okay, so that's it for today. Now start the tutorial. Okay, so first thing first, we'll be going to import I think import ChromaDB. Yes, right, because that is the important thing for this tutorial. Okay, so rest of the thing will be more or less similar. So from llama index dot core, what is this core? So three thing will be required here. Okay, so first thing will be simple directory reader. Okay, then vector store index, and next will be storage context. Okay, done, right? Then I will be going to require an embedding. Okay, right? So from LlamaIndex dot embeddings dot OpenAI, and then import OpenAI embedding. Okay, and last thing will be required a chroma vector store. Okay, so from LlamaIndex dot vector store dot chroma, import chroma vector store, right? Now what we'll do, first we'll be going to create an embed model, embed model equals to OpenAI embedding. Okay, done. Now let's create a loader object. Loader will be simple directory reader. Okay, then our input files will be coming from this directory. Okay, copy path. Okay, I'll be just going to put it here, right? Then just create something called docs will be loader. Okay, dot load data, and just for validation let's try to print this thing, and let's see what are the things coming here. So I'm able to read it. Okay, so now next thing will be, let's build the vector. So first I will show you how to actually create a persistent vector store here. Okay, so for that let's create a client. So db will be ChromaDB. So ChromaDB dot uh, persistent client. Okay, right? And so basically it will require something called path, actually nothing else. So path will be in this directory only, and there I'll be just going to write db. So it means it means in this directory something will be called with the name of db. Inside that my collection will be created. So in the ChromaDB we call it as collection. Okay, now let's create the collection. So cc chroma collection. Okay, so will be db dot uh, get or create collection. If it is available it will use get, if it is not available it is actually going to say create. So here I'll be just going to write tutorial 39. Okay, so my collection name is tutorial 39, right? Now the vector store. So vs store will be chroma vector store, and there we have to mention the chroma collection. Chroma collection is cc, right? Now we'll be going to have a storage context. So st will be storage context dot from default, and there I'll be just going to mention the vector store name. So vector store will be vs, right? Right, everything is done. Now we'll be going to build the index. Okay, right? So now what will happen, index will be uh, uh, vector store index dot from documents, right? So I'll be just going to write docs, then we'll be going to pass the storage context, right? Storage context will be sc. I don't know what is this. Okay, sc, and the last but not least embed model will be equals to embed model, right? Done, everything is done. Right, now let's execute and clear this thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you see here, this is created here, and the collection name is actually some collection name will be there, but that is hidden here, you cannot see it here. Yeah, it will be actually part of this SQLite. Okay, so everything is created, right? So now what will happen, now our collection is created. Now I'll be just going to reuse this thing. So for that purpose what will happen, we don't need this thing. Okay, so let's comment out this part, and I'll just write index equals to vector store index dot from vector store and here vector store will be vs. Okay, right. Okay, done. Right. Okay, and I think we don't need the storage context as well here, right? Because our index is ready. Now what we'll do now, I'll show you that this is working actually. Okay, so maybe uh, query engine equals to index dot as query engine, and then response equals to que dot query, and there I'll be just going to write uh, what is the summary of, of the topic of the topic. Okay, and then print response. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see. uh, okay, so this is saying that this package is not installed, so let me install this thing. I don't know. mm, okay, so let's see. Yeah, so if you see the topic discussed here provided the fake news detection. Okay, so uh, what is the impact of fake news in as today? So okay, let's see. It is going to generate something. Okay, uh, what is the role of AI to minimize the impact of fake news? Some question I'm asking. Okay, and it is clearly going to generate the response from there. Okay, 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 so that's it. That is the thing. I hope you guys understood the main part, but again guys, this is just a very small thing, but ultimate use case will be you have to use this source code and make it as a microservice, like kind of a API driven thing. Maybe you can create multiple endpoints, and after that you have to create a front end, and then you have to add the front end with the API, and then you can actually have a fully fledged RAG application, right? Okay, so you can try out this thing, because see, when you are going to join in a company, or maybe if you are going to work for a freelance client, then also you will not get the task like this small. Okay, so there like requirement will be huge, and there you have to do a lot of things, like you have to actually here actually by default it is using OpenAI, right? So there you have to actually take account of how many counts are getting used. You have to take account of the logs message. You have to actually generate the log and print the log message, or maybe store somewhere. You can use some observability, like a lot of things are there, right? So this is actually just going to help you to develop some sort of intuition towards ChromaDB and LlamaIndex like integration. And my recommendation is actually, once you try this tutorial or watch this tutorial, try to do a little bit of coding, because if you don't do this coding by your own, you will eventually forget. But if you try to do the coding on a regular basis, you will never forget, because see, the structure of everything is same, right? And one more ask I can say that after completing this video, try to develop something, or try to extend this tutorial by thinking, analyzing, or by applying your thought. Then only it will actually going to help you to um, uh, reach the excellence, or maybe you can become an expert on this field. Okay, right, so enough of talking. I hope this is the right time to conclude the tutorial. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, have a nice day, and happy learning.